We made it. Can't even believe that one of you cats wanted to sit down and listen to me break down UK hip hop. I'm humbled by it, and man, I can't even tell you how much it means to me. Thank you very much for each and every one of you that have subscribed, and all you cats that come by and listen to my breakdowns. Who haven't subscribed, man, that's cool too. I love you guys too. I checked out the analytics, and more than half of my viewers haven't subscribed. So can you imagine if they all did? Man, that'd be pretty sweet too. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to hook up with you guys, talk about hip hop, real honest boom bap type of stuff that we all love, man. That's why I'm here. If I stick at $1,000, hey, that's cool too. And as long as you cats stick around and remain part of this journey, that's amazing. So as you all know, it started with the 4 Owls, and I immediately connected with Leaf Dog off the very top, man. He was the driving force behind me being like completely locked into this UK stuff, man. The second that I heard him, I knew right then I needed to hear more. So I guess as my 1000th celebration, I'm going to listen to this track, Leaf Dog, The Rain. It's been on my list to listen to for a long time, and I figured today is the best day to do that. So I'm just going to jump right in, give it a listen, see what it's all about.
Sit here by my window.
It's raining, son. Look outside.
Sit here by my window.
It's the leaf insane. I can feel the rain's coming like a spoken ancient chant, and my demons were summoned down the drain pipe running. The storm starts flooding deeper than the bottom of the lake with the sub in. The hole I'm stuck in's on the downhill.
All right, so right away I'm kind of wondering, is this about depression? Because he's talking about the rain's coming. You can feel is he insane? He can feel the rain coming. So you can feel that dark cloud coming over top of him. So it's that depression you kind of feel it creeping in. And then he's talking about being deeper, deeper than a lake and a hole. Jesus. Talking about deeper than a lake, and that there's a sub, and he's stuck in this hole, man. So it makes me think that right off the top that he's talking about depression. And once again, once you're in that, once you have depression, you kind of know when it's you get yourself out of it for a bit, then you kind of feel it creeping back. I guess the same could be said about addiction too. I don't know. I haven't read a whole lot about Leaf per se, but I don't know if he also has struggled with addiction in his past. But it could be that too. He feels that darkness coming, that addiction creeping back in. Anyways, gonna get further into this video before I start drawing too many connections.
Chant and my demons were summoned down the drain pipe running. The storm starts flooding deeper than the bottom of the lake with the sub in. The hole I'm stuck in's on the downhill slide. I need to rise above it like the level of the seaside. Staying wise just like the old owl. Everything we've accomplished was based on the know-how. I do bow.
I like that, man. Staying wise like the old owl. Everything we've accomplished was done through know-how. Meaning nothing was handed to these cats, man. Everything that they did through doing it themselves and learning, and nothing. They weren't given a record contract. They weren't propelled to the top because of who they knew and what they knew. Or sorry, not who they knew, but it's what they knew that has led them to where they are today. And you can hear that in the rhymes and in all of their lyrics, man. All their songs, you get that maturity and that honesty. It's like I said in the Verb T track yesterday, man. There's every bar means something. There is no filler words. Every single word that comes out of these guys' mouths means something, and that means so much to me as a listener and as a lover of hip hop. Yeah, man, I think that's where that line for me sits, is that no one handed them anything, man. They took everything they've gotten this game and in this life, they've worked for it themselves and have accomplished it themselves.
Need to rise above it like the level of the seaside. Staying wise just like the old owl. Everything we've accomplished was based on the know-how. I do bow to the cause fate it's handed me. I speak away so only the wise are understanding me. Down on one knee thinking how can it be like when you lose a dear friend and feel tragedy. Skies raining down harder than...
Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, man. It's 46 seconds in. I know pausing a lot, but even that, man, like he's saying he takes the cards that are handed to him, and he doesn't do it reluctantly. He's like, yeah, I'll take that. Give me whatever it is you've got. Even though he's down on one knee, kind of like, kind of overcome with that grief, like when you lose a friend or close neighbor or a close family member or friend, close friend. But he takes that, and he takes the cards that are dealt with him. He doesn't ask for new cards. He just takes those cards and does what he can with those, man. That's amazing.
Like when you lose a dear friend and feel tragedy. Skies raining down harder than I've ever seen. Trying to wash the conscience of a mind that'll never clean. Living for the color green, floating down the slipstream as the rain fills my head like a mass flood scene. What's that they see? Oh, it's the rain tapping on your brain, hard to maintain. What's that they see? It's the rain. It's the rain. It's the rain. What's that they see? Oh, it's the rain tapping on your brain, hard to maintain. What's that they see? It's the rain. Yeah, through these words I fulfilled my own prophecies. Control what I made up like the god of the seven seas. With a cold and bitter breeze, fill my lungs wheeze. Open doors with pens like skeleton keys in all different degrees.
Holy shit. The second verse, man. I'm bringing it all the way back, but I friggin' love that bar. Opening doors with pens like skeleton keys. Again, man, going back to the first verse, everything they've accomplished is through know-how. And that's what he's made. What he's penning, what he's producing, it's through his rhymes and his production and his mind, the stuff that he writes on that pen to pad, man. These are the things that are opening doors, and opening any door he wants, like a skeleton key. That's a bar, man. I like that bar.
Control what I made.
Bring it back a little bit more.
What's that they see? It's the rain. Yeah, through these words I fulfilled my own prophecies. Control what I made up like the god of the seven seas. With a cold and bitter breeze, fill my lungs wheeze. Open doors with pens like skeleton keys in all different degrees. The rain pours in the heart of men. Some are let it wash away, some become a part of them. On the deadly road to destruction's where it started them. Part of them it takes losing your mind for it all to mend. In the end, it all...
Oh my God. And he's talking about everyone deals with these issues, whether it's depression, anxiety, addiction, all that kind of stuff. Everyone deals with it differently. Some people, it gets inside of the heart of men and destroys them. They allow it to take over them, change who they are, and just break them down. And his last bar there, man, I love that last bar. Now it's I completely lost it because he's blowing my mind at the moment. I'm just gonna bring it back 1 second here.
Let it wash away, some become a part of them. On the deadly road to destruction's where it started them. Part of them it takes losing your mind for it all to mend.
Right. Sometimes it takes losing your mind for it to mend. Man, that's so true. Like, so many times I try to help as many men as possible and talk to them and be honest, be open, and be neutral and try to help them as much as possible. And even that, man, I've often said you have to find your aha moment, per se. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you start going up. And that's what Leaf is saying here, man. Sometimes you need to lose your mind. Sometimes it needs to be broken, it needs to be destroyed. You need to be beaten down, taken over by all of this stuff for your mind to start to mend. And that's true, man. That is friggin' another great bar. This friggin' track, man, from beginning to end has been nothing but truth, bar after bar. It's been incredible.
The destruction's where it started them. Part of them it takes losing your mind for it all to mend. In the end, it all seems so trivial. About to burst like the bank when the river's full. Never played the fool until I made myself one. Most won't admit it even when it's all said and done.
I've never played the fool until I made myself one, and then most won't admit it till it's all said and done. It takes it takes bravery. It takes a man or woman to admit that they're wrong. Admit that most people will argue to the death and will flat out refuse to change their mind, change their opinion. You're either with me, against me. I'm right, you're wrong. It takes a brave soul, man, to say it's all on me. I made the wrong decisions. I made the wrong choices. I was wrong, period. And be that fool. Say I was a fool, man. My mind and heart were in the wrong place. And right to the very end, a lot of cats won't do that. And Leaf said right there, until I made myself, I didn't admit to being a fool until I made myself one.
So trivial about the burst like the bank when the river's full. Never played the fool until I made myself one. Most won't admit it even when it's all said and done. Forever run like the rain coming down. You gotta, if you stay like this, you're the only one to suffer. I stand in the rain, I ain't going undercover, cause it's me, son. I ain't gonna try and be no other. What's that they see? Oh, it's the rain tapping on your brain, hard to maintain. What's that they see? It's the rain. It's the rain. It's the rain. What's that they see? Oh, it's the rain tapping on your brain, hard to maintain. What's that they see? It's the rain. It's the rain. It's the rain. It's raining outside. Look outside. It's raining. What's that they see? It's the rain tapping on your brain, hard to maintain. What's that they see? It's the rain. It's the rain. It's the rain.
Man, I'm so glad I picked this track to do today in celebration of my 1,000 subscriber. Like I said, it's where it's all started, man. And this is every single time I go back to a Leaf Dog or 4-hour track, I'm reminded why I do this. And today's video is no different, man. Pick this track, man, because Leaf Dog is my boy. Well, I can't say enough. You guys have heard everything I've said about Leaf Dog, so you know where my head is at. And the things that he said in this track here educated me again, man. It opened my mind, pour that knowledge in, the wise owl, like he said. Here's to another, I don't even know how many videos I've done so far, but whatever it is, let's make that times 1,000 more, man. Let's keep this going. We're at 1,000 subscribers. I love each one of you. I saw in the comments, man, you guys, let's get this guy to 1,000. This is great. I've had a lot of positive comments, very, 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 very few negative comments. And I love all you guys. You guys have been great to me, and I want to continue to be, at least to strive to be great for you. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming by and being part of this. Until later, guys, I want to say once again, thank you, and stay safe and be good to each other.